and Jiving.
The Good Time Podcast. And before we
Episode.
start, be sure to like and subscribe this channel. It should be below. I don't know where I'm pointing, but hit like and subscribe below. Anyway,
Wait, what is the name of this episode again after subscribing and
oh,
liking to?
the name of this episode is Junior the Senior.
Okay. And I'm doing my hair because
Yeah,
somebody
well,
didn't want to wait. I gotta do my hair.
uh,
No, I'm just kidding. No,
whatever. I got
I want to
time to
do my
make it
hair.
up.
I need to do my hair. So I was like, forget it. I'm doing my hair. So we're gonna be you're gonna be watching
So
me doing
I
my hair, and
here.
we're gonna be talking about the episode because this is pretty much cut and dry episode like last week. I mean the last
Yeah,
episode we did was just pretty a pretty easy formula episode, I should say. Simple formula. Wasn't a lot going on, just like this one. But you want to go ahead and talk about it?
well, okay. So the to sum it up, JJ, um, JJ is supposed to be junior this year, and of course, next year he'll be a senior, but his grades aren't, what it's supposed to be, of course. And so they at first was excited because Florida and James were excited because JJ passed the junior year, passed.
Yeah.
But uh they came to find out as the principal of the school is just pushing him through, like he didn't really, he didn't really earn the grades that he got, the passing grade. I think he got like all C's and an A in art, but
Yeah.
C's in the rest of his class. So they just kind of pushed him along. The principal gave a sorry reason because, in the public city schools, they have so many students, and in order to keep the funds going in the public schools, they have to graduate a certain percentage. And so, so the principal just, pushed along, pushed along JJ to the senior class. But Florida and James didn't want that for him. But they did give they but they said it's up to JJ whether he wants to stay behind and earn his way out of junior year, or just go ahead and be pushed along the system. So of course JJ was no fool. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna stay behind. I'm not gonna stay behind a year. I'm gonna go with my class and go to the senior year. So that was kind of it. And they were of course they were disappointed, but JJ, he's like he assured them that he's gonna really buckle down his senior year and really study, which no, I don't know if that really happened, but of course I mean, he graduated, I guess. we
I
never
guess
we never got an episode where
where he went to graduation. Yeah.
yeah. So but yeah, that's pretty much what this episode is about.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I just talk about thoughts. I mean, I kind of had some different thoughts. I get where the parents, you want your kids to get a good education, and you want them to stay behind and get that. But then on the other hand, uh, school for me, I feel like it's kind of a waste of time sometimes, especially by the time you get to high school. No need
Yeah.
to go back and do, there's just no need. I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, JJ's grades are terrible. Yeah, he should go back and get everything he needs to get. But at this point, if you're a junior and your grades are C and D's, you're probably not gonna get a scholarship. Maybe, I don't know if you can get Yeah, get maybe an art scholarship. He's probably not gonna. He's not eligible
I
to get
mean, yeah,
anything go to college.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of agree. It's like the questions that, you know, I mean, okay, nobody wants, I do see the parent side, but also nobody wants a dumb kid. And JJ wasn't a dumb kid. He wasn't, it just, that stuff just did not interest him. And plus, I mean, you know, the question about the ditch digger and whatever else, what happened in whatever, I don't know. It seemed like, I'm not saying you shouldn't learn anything, but I mean, he's just trying to get through. School is not his forte.
Yeah,
Okay, it's Thelma's and Michael's forte. JJ is an artist. His character is an artist. And if he wants, and I get it, you still need to learn, you need to learn stuff, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I think as a parent now, I wouldn't be, if I knew JJ was a good kid and he really wants to put everything in his art, and that's his thing, that's his goal, I guess I'm just gonna let it slide. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
Just gonna let it slide, because deep down he's not stupid. He's not stupid. He might be like immature or whatever, but I don't think he's going to be that type of, as you know what I'm saying, as through the other episodes, as he gets older, all that stuff, he tries to hustle. He tries to um get stuff done through his art, or so I wouldn't be that worried. If he was a different kind of kid, maybe I don't know, but I just, yeah, um I think right now, if school if they're if schools are still teaching these kids like 1492 Columbus sailed the ocean blue. If they still teaching that type of shit right now in 2024, man, yeah, it's just, yeah. So that, no, I wouldn't
yeah.
really, care. But
Yeah, it's so funny is that this kind of is kind of hypocritical from the other episode where Michael got suspended, and then when he teaches his parents about how school ain't perfect and you got to go out and find the information. Now, when JJ is
exactly,
trying to like go on, they're like, oh, well, I understand it, but it's just like, oh, well, he should stay in
yeah,
and learn about all the history that's out there and make sure. I'm like,
yeah,
come on, you guys kind of are sending a mixed message to your kids. You're saying, well, yeah, maybe you should learn other stuff, but stay in school. And it's like, I don't know. And then, James, he's out there in this dog eat dog world trying to find a job. And it's like, do you see? I mean, I think their view of how the world works is a little bit skewed. I mean, I'm sure, of course, it's written by the writers where they're, all this stay in school stuff. But it's like, if you're a man that's out there trying to scrape and scribe, you would understand that school probably is not going to get you any better than what he's got. Possibly a high school diploma.
yeah,
It's just going to make him a foreman, which is what James is, qualified for, which James could get just by working a few years. Now, maybe
yeah,
James come out and be a high school diploma, get a high school diploma, and step right in that job. But it's a little hypocritical. I mean, they're like, well, you need to go learn the white history, but and then do walk the line, but we're still black, so you got to remember that. It's like it's a little bit the message is a little bit kind of just um different for them. I mean, I think it's kind of hypocritical a little bit and confusing. So yeah, stay in school and get the grades, but but just kind of, but just learn it until. But if you just learn it just so that you can get through, that's you're doing what the school system says. So if he's supposed to learn all this history, which Florida just told Michael in the other
Mm-hmm.
previous episode that, just learn it and just get through and, school ain't perfect, but JJ, it's okay. You got to learn it because this is what it is. What the hell are you talking about? Um, so yeah, I think JJ making that decision is very adult and they should be proud of him making that decision. Of course, they did get behind him and understand, he said he's going to work hard. I think that's a very mature attitude, and I think it's very wise for him to say that. I'm not going to go back to I'm not going to do 11th grade over. Yeah, I mean, by that time, it's like, come on now. If you don't got
Yeah.
it, then you don't
Yeah.
need it. And you're not going to, and senior high school is just as the same thing as what you can learn in junior year. So,
Yeah. It's just, hmm, I
but
agree.
yeah, and you know, speaking from experience, doesn't make a difference.
Because you had to repeat the kindergarten or the first grade.
No, I did not. I did had to repeat the third grade.
Oh yeah, you repeated the third grade.
Almost had to. Well, I had to go to summer school. Well, fine. Judge me. I don't
I
care. Yeah, I
no,
sucked in school.
okay, so I had to go to summer school like twice. So I had to go to summer school in order to pass the sixth grade and go to the seventh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now let me tell you that experience. Okay, that experience was I think what I remember was I think my mom said that was kind of a waste of time.
You think so? She said. Why'd she say that?
I think because I think the stuff that I did that summer, it really, I don't know, it didn't really do anything. Like I think I did like easy stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like easy math, easy because it was I went to summer school because of math and reading. I think it was mostly math and reading.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It seemed like it was a breeze. Because it was only like 2 to 3 weeks of summer school.
But did the teacher make you go, or did your parents make you go? Or was it
No,
recommended?
well, I mean, the teacher, of course, I was failing. I had
Oh,
I
well,
summer, so I
yeah.
had F in either I had F in I can't honestly I cannot remember, but I do remember I vaguely remember my mom made that statement because it wasn't what I thought. It was like, okay, go in there and do some problems or whatever. It wasn't,
So they
and I
pretty much were pushing you through.
huh
They were sort of pushing you through in a sense.
me through. I don't know. I have I
Oh,
have I don't know. But I know it wasn't the whole summer. It was like a good 2 to 3 weeks or whatever. Um, and I think I had to read some books and do some math problems when I went in there. And I think it was like maybe it I remember it was a couple of other people had to do summer school. So in other grades. So I might have been in there with other people
yeah.
and just had specified work for whatever grade level we were. I don't know. I can't remember. Um, but I also had to go, and I don't know if they had this at your high school, but I had to go to summer school for at least a month or so before I started high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but
And
you went to a Catholic school, so it might be different.
you know what? Okay, this is I I don't think it was like remedial, but I had to take because they did, well, yeah, they did have some classes were basic for me, some were average, and then some are yeah, they had basic, average, and honors.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I was at the, because the math, I think my math and reading was just because I didn't get into reading until I didn't get into reading until like maybe seventh, eighth grade. And I don't know why I went to um or maybe because my ACT or SAT scores were low. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. This is
Yeah,
my
no, I'm right there with you.
it's my but it I you know, but it wasn't like, ooh, I couldn't do anything, but for some reason I had to do a month of summer school before the freshman year started. And I thought I was like, oh God, but then it was a little bit leg up for me because then I knew where everything was, you know,
Yeah.
like I was getting familiar with, the first day of high school, which, I was still kind of nervous or whatever, but I ended up, but you know what? I ended up on that level, but I ended up graduating like having like the who's who,
Oh, yeah, me too.
who's who. I think everybody did. I guess everybody did, but it was like still, pretty much I had really good grades in high school. I think maybe there was like maybe a semester or two with one. I think American history, yeah, I think American history was not my forte because probably it was a bunch of bullshit and I didn't really want to hear it. But yeah, I think a history class, maybe an economic class. I mean, I think I did um mm, not so great, but all the rest of them, like senior year, psh, I was on it. Uh uh I think pretty much my high school academic, it was pretty good. I would say it was way much better than grade school. Now you would think grade school would be, you know what I'm saying? And then high school would suck. High school for me was good. Grade school was shit. So, I mean, yeah, yeah, I mean, I going back to JJ, I think he did. He just made because if I had to, man, I would be embarrassed if I didn't graduate high
Yeah.
school. I would be embarrassed. So
Yeah, I think I knew some people that didn't graduate high school and they thought, and college too. Remember you were there. Remember that one time? Yeah, and I can understand that, but
yeah, that was yeah, that was a very uncomfortable. That was very
oh,
uncomfortable
we're not
moment.
just FYI, we're not talking about Dre. Dre graduated. It was the girl that was.
Yeah, I graduated. It was the girl. I graduated college, but there was a girl that it came down to this one class, and if either one of us failed the class, we couldn't graduate or we couldn't walk or whatever.
Yeah,
And so I passed, but the other girl didn't, and she let out a horrible, like somebody died. She let out a horrible like scream or whatever, and she was frantic, and man. But I remember I saw her on graduation day, and she was calm then. She was like, oh yeah, I just have to go to summer school, blah blah blah. I have to go, make up this course or whatever.
did they
And
let
I
her
think
walk?
guys or something like that. I was like, you did something.
Did they let her walk?
I think they did. Yeah, I
Oh,
think they did. Yeah.
okay,
Uh,
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, because I was like, I think I was there. Remember, I was waiting outside. I was like, oh
yeah.
shoot, Dre, because everybody was in town. Your family was in town. We were all there, and you're like, yeah, I got to go to the office and see if I pass this class. And I'm like, oh, this could come right down to it.
Well, anyway, another story. But I just, it was like, what my thing was, I don't even know if the actual credit had transferred over, because why would we have to
It's
walk over?
supposed to
It didn't. I don't know. I don't know if it ever. I don't even know if it ever transferred.
transfer from Clark to. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Forrest Brown. I'm not sure, because
It
yeah,
was a credit that's in limbo. It's still, well, does it matter now?
it don't matter now. Shit, I got the degree now. So
And I
yeah,
doubt that they'll take it back. I
no.
mean, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I tried to ask them if they could take it back. Well, that's another story. They would take it back. They like, if you got it, you got it.
But
But
yeah, it's crazy. I think he made
you
the
know,
right
another thing too is like, like you said, it's like you've got Michael and Thelma. Not, that's what I've seen is like I was telling you is like people who have kids, it's all different dynamics with kids. Like you can raise the same kids and have totally different kids. Like, in my family, my brother was, I mean, he'll probably refute this, but he was the smartest. I mean, he took honors in, classes from the time I remember what, junior high school, maybe earlier
Yeah.
than that. And I was flunking from the time kindergarten. So why would you want that's just so I mean, I get it where your parents, you have dreams for your kids. You want them to have good grades and go to school. But the thing is that I mean, when you isn't the great thing is to have a cornucopia of kids, just different kind of kids that are different. You don't want the same robot kids that just,
Yeah.
perfect and all that. Like I said, he did great in school, didn't go to college. Well, he went to college for maybe a semester.
Mhm.
I did crappy the whole thing, and I graduated from college. Isn't that what life's about? It's never, just straight laced. It's not like that. And that's the great thing. You got a great artist. JJ knows that he's gonna be he probably knows that he's gonna be a good artist, and that's his life. And that's probably
Well,
why he made that
you know
decision.
what but a little bit to James and Florida, they realize that JJ is not going to is not going to be, a straight A student.
Not
All
now.
they just wanted him to pass. They just
Yeah,
wanted actually earn the C's and not just be given to him. I mean, if he, you know what I'm saying, like, they just wanted him to, to just, I mean, at least do a little bit of work and just, hey, if you get a C, you get a C. At least you pass. At least you tried or whatever. I think that's what it was.
yeah,
And so, I don't think he would. They weren't expecting. They expect high hopes for all three of the children. Um, but it's just grades weren't, straight A's wasn't, it wasn't really expected out of JJ. Just try a little and just pass.
yeah. Well,
Don't have it along. That's all.
what's so weird is that customarily, I mean, it's known that usually the oldest child is the most responsible and the one that gets the better grades. And
Yeah.
it's an example for the younger ones. It's the youngest one in the family that usually is the lazier, doesn't get
Yeah.
the best grade. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that well, okay, I was lazy and I got worse grades because I was baby. Because by the time, you get to the second or third child, the parents are kind of like laxing and, they kind of, they just kind of like lay off a little bit and they probably, sometimes they let the older child try to take on some of the responsibilities. But, um, yeah, I think that was just a good. I think I was surprised that they made that JJ made when I even watched it. Then I'm like, wow, he really isn't gonna. Because I know if it was me, my parents would be like, no, yeah, you're gonna do it again. Because if the
Yeah.
teachers
That
recommended
you
it,
would
I
have.
wouldn't have had no say in nothing. They wouldn't have asked me, what do you think? They would have been
Nope.
like, yeah, you're gonna do 11th grade again. I
Nope.
wouldn't have had any say, even if I
Yeah.
did want to do it.
That's a big up on them. That's a big up on them.
Yeah,
Um, they had him, make that choice.
Um, but yeah, so nice episode, cute, the racist little the racist principal trying to use lingo with them. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's nice, but I think that's great that they put it in. But it's just like, yeah, we know, but it's nice. Um, Wallona's there this time, this episode. Cute little
Yeah.
outfit.
She's about in and out. That's yeah.
She got a little
Not
dress on, and I'm like, come on, Walona. She comes over with this. She's like, look, girl, I got this a dress that I can afford, but you can't, and you can't fit in it. Oh wow, it screams like, I'm look at me, I'm looking better than you. I'm like, come on, Walona, don't do that. Don't
Mhm.
come over and I mean, but then again, that's not what you with your best friends. You should do that. You should be able to do that. I understand. I understand.
I didn't really pay attention to Walona in this episode because her scene was so quick. It was like what, like 2 minutes, three
Yeah, but
minutes?
she brought that dress over. She's like, look, girl, I got this dress on. It's like
Yeah,
tiny, and I'm going out with somebody from the Chicago Bears, and I'm like, then I'm like, at first I'm like, Walona, don't do that. But then I'm like, but that's, huh?
dates. Is Walona having dates with the Chicago Bear, and she live in the projects.
Don't our projects, girl? Well, no, I don't. I don't. I think that makes sense because, well, no, because that just shows that Walona is a jet setter. Just because she lives in the project, I'm telling you, she's just living in the project so that she can save money. She is doing all the stuff that a single woman with maybe good, better money would do. She's just probably living in the ghetto just so that she could be near her friend, she could save money and spend all her money on clothes and still go out. I mean, but come on, Dre. Thelma does meet a Keith later on in the episode.
Oh,
He's an
yeah.
NFL player. She's from the ghetto, and so just because you where you live doesn't mean that you can't find a man somewhere.
All right. You got me there.
So, but it just is telling about what kind of life Willona may be leading, and they're not really saying.
Yeah,
So, I'm trying to give the backstory about what's going on with her because they're not. But anyway, because she got some money, you know. And if she's going out with Chicago Bear, guess what? I bet he's probably giving her some money, maybe.
probably so.
So, anyway, what else? Florida's Paisley shirt. I'm like, nice try. Anyway, moving on. But I get it. I think with Florida's dress, she's trying not to. She's trying to be more different, and I appreciate that. I shouldn't look down on it. I think she's just trying to be different and more Afrocentric and not trying to be the norm, like Willona and maybe a little bit like Thelma, I guess. So she's
Yeah.
being different and it borderlines Afrocentric, a little bit, but
Of
yeah,
course,
whatever.
James wearing his same old corduroy
Hey,
pants.
I works for me. I think he looks cute. Anyway, I mean, he can. I mean, John Amos is God. He just looks good. He is a good looking man. He looks good. He's got a great body. He's got a great face. Yeah, his hair could use a little combing, but he's
Yeah,
losing it.
hair needs.
But other than that, he's good looking. He could probably wear sackcloth. He could be in Roots and wearing a burlap. He was in Roots and still look good. And he did. So kudos to John Amos. Um, but Thelma, she's looking cute with a little blue dress on, and then she was wearing
Yeah.
something else later at the end. I think it was oh, she was wearing a yellow blouse with those patch jeans. Did you say you didn't
Yeah.
like those? I think the yellow shirt's cute. It's cute. The patch it goes that yellow shirt goes better with patch jeans. So other than that, I think it's a pretty good episode. Michael, he's wearing his little shirt, whatever. No,
Yeah, I don't pay attention to the
he's got the
uh
Judy lines.
he got that light blue shirt and the blue turtleneck.
Yeah, but so yeah, it was a good episode. I mean, there's not too much I could say. What would you change about it?
I really wouldn't change anything about it because I mean I think JJ made the right decision, and that's that. I mean, he assured and promised to do better in the senior year, and you know
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah.
that would change anything. Because I mean, whether they liked it or not, they Florida and James went and supported. They didn't say, "Oh no, you can't make that decision." They
Yeah, I'm
went ahead,
surprised.
they didn't like it, but they accepted it. Now, if they would have came out, if they forced him, if the plot was different and they forced him, then yeah, I would have changed something. But no, I think they'll be disappointed. They'll be disappointed for a little while, and then you know, it'll pass. So it's cool. I don't think I would change anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything either. Maybe I would. Well, he's only a junior, so I just maybe. Well, I guess in the later, I would just have an episode later on. I guess that he actually graduates and they go to
Yeah,
graduation. But that's we're talking about now. I mean, just we're just trying to stay in the moment with this episode. So I think it's a really good one. They're pretty excited that he's going from. I mean, I think that's great support. The parents supported him and they're excited that he's going from junior to senior, which sometimes when you're going from the insignificant grades, no one really cares. It's just like, oh, great, you passed. Okay, well, whatever.
yeah.
Let's go to Wendy's and get you a hamburger. I don't know, but so pretty good episode. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about it.
Would you take Wallona's scene out?
No, I wouldn't. I like it because I don't know. It just gives just a little bit more context about what Lona is about. How she kind of rolls. I mean, I kind of summed it up. I mean, at least I kind of inferred about it before that she's a woman. I mean, we don't know. I'm just figuring, we're trying to figure out why she's in the ghetto if she's got a lot of money to buy clothes, but we just don't know why she wants to live there. But however, the thing is that I guess when you're living in the ghetto, you can pull any kind of man you want.
Yeah,
But doesn't that stand to reason? Because sometimes men don't want what's the word?
high class women,
High
or
class women, or what's the word that Kevin Samuel uses?
I don't know,
High whatever
bougie?
women. He calls high value women, which means
Oh,
you've got a house, but some of them say they want women that work at Burger King. So that kind of makes her a great catch. So, if they feel like they can help her with her bills, then she'll be more grateful. I don't know or maybe she's just an attractive woman that can do that. And if you're a single woman, I definitely think, and you're living in the ghetto, definitely go and mingle and go to the parties and, just be careful. Just
yeah.
wear she just make sure she wears, have some protection with her when she comes back into the ghetto.
Ew,
But
boy.
it does, I liked her outfit. It's like a nice little green, looks like a velvet thing. Um, but her dress is small and dainty. I mean, like it looks like it
Yeah,
reveals a lot, but it's cute. And you know, I just, I guess that's what you do with your friends. You'd be like, "Girl, I bought this cute little Skippy outfit. What do you think?" I guess it's not to make it's not supposed to make Florida feel like, oh, why would you bring that over here? Florida's gonna support her friend. Be like, "That's cute, girl. Go out and have your some time." Um,
I don't do that.
huh?
I don't do that because I would be. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, just
I think you
I
do
bought
that,
you some.
Dre. You do buy skimpy stuff from the that store, and you say, "Look what I bought."
When the last time I said that?
You're muffled.
Wait, when? How am I muffled?
I don't know. Um,
How did When did I say that?
when you went on your trip to Miami, oh yeah, you bought a
It's
lot.
like 2 years ago.
You still did it. What's the difference? If it was 2 years ago, you still did that, and you're gonna have another trip again. So
I know skimpy outfit.
I got pictures anyway. With your arms
Girl.
all out and everything, and drinking alcohol.
Okay, well, I deleted that picture, I guess.
Oh, you did?
I probably did.
Oh,
I don't know. Anywho,
okay. Thumbs up for this one.
yeah, we already did that. Thumbs up. We already did it. Oh,
Thumbs
this
up.
is
And do we
uh,
like and subscribe down here?
like and subscribe below.
And you'll
Like
get
and
more. If you want me to do my braids, I'll do that. You know, maybe knit a sweater. I don't know how to knit a sweater, but I'll try.
no,
Dre, she'll I don't know, stand on her head. I don't
no,
know. No? Okay.
no, no.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you for joining and watching.
Thank you.
Uh,
Wait. Thank you for joining and watching.
get out of job.
Thank you for watching Hanging
And
and
job.
Jiving.
The good
Good
times.
Times podcast. Woo!
Oh gosh. Okay.
All right, bye.
See you later.
Bye.